Hey Sagittarius, welcome to Aria Moon Tarot, and thank you so much for being here. This is your love reading for now through the end of August 2025 for anyone with Sun, Moon, or Rising in Sagittarius. It's a general reading, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If it doesn't, check your other placements. All right, let's get started. And I see coupling up. So is this a single person who wants a partner? Now, this is often a place where somebody goes, oh my gosh, the cards that are coming out. Oh, you got someone who's crazy about you. Or you're crazy about someone else. Yeah, so there's some sort of shock surprise here. I feel like you're going to connect with someone. You might just be in the right place at the right time. Because, I mean, this is about partnerships, stability. It's an energy of something long-term, but someone's shocked here to find something out, okay? Yeah, and it has to do with, I do feel someone here is trying to tame the beast within themselves. They're trying to be confident here, but this is someone who's literally obsessed, okay? Now, this is often too with this too, someone may have had a shock. They could be drinking too much. I have to bring that up because I see it, see a habit, something someone's doing. But to be honest, it's someone who's trying to tame the beast within themselves to just be calm. Because there is some sort of excitement here, some sort of shock. But I think you're going to find out somebody here is crazy about you. They have very deep feelings, emotions, but they're trying to have self-control. See, self-control. So, but it's often that energy of someone here, it's an energy of a kind compassion. Someone may be finding out that there's some sort of forgiveness here as well. So it looks like someone may be looking for that because someone's crazy about you for some reason. And I can see the shock, the surprise, something sudden. It's someone finding something out. They're excited. Someone here stable. So it's all about stability, feeling safe and secure. We have a single person here. So let's see where this goes. Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, it's the start of something new. So it's happy, shock, surprise. See, someone's finding something out here. Okay, now this could be somebody who's taming the beast within themselves. Maybe they're drinking too much, overindulging because they're kind of losing it here. But this is somebody who actually has a lot of inner strength. They're their own anchor. Yeah, look at that. There it is, coming out again. So there's some sort of communication, something happening very quickly out of the blue. Someone's coming in to take control. Yeah, but this is a lot about self-control. And I feel like what's happening is someone's putting on the brakes, taking another look. So it's both people. It's an energy of confidence, but taming the beast. Whatever that beast isn't within yourself. Because it has to do with someone putting on the brakes, taking another look. Now, there may have been some sort of communication, reading between the lines here. Yeah, that's what I kind of feel is happening. But let's have a look at this King of Cups. Yeah, this has to do with work, maybe a workaholic. Someone may be working on themselves. But it has to do with someone perfecting their craft and skills. So I think there's someone who's crazy about you. I do feel they work a lot. I feel like self-control, maybe drinking too much or just overindulging. So really watch that energy. Yeah, someone who wants to reach out, like they're kind of obsessed here. I feel they want, it's whether the other person's going to reciprocate. But you can see two people. I feel it's two people using self-control. It's about getting something started. Someone wants to start something, and you can see happiness, joy, a shock, a surprise. This is someone who needs to take the lead. It's about taking control of the situation. But it's about letting go of control, too, at the same time. Taming the beast. Two people letting go of control, self-control. I do see kindness, compassion, forgiveness. Yeah, we have someone who's someone may be finding out there's some sort of forgiveness here. But it's also an energy of forgiving oneself. Okay, always remember that. Yeah, we have a person here, feminine energy. Someone here who feels like just throwing up their hands in the air, give me something I can work with. Well, you're about to receive, because that's waiting for someone, waiting to receive. You're both waiting for the other person. You're both trying to remain confident, but you're both trying to have this self-control. So, yeah. So I guess it's where someone just decides all of a sudden here. I feel like you're not going to see something coming. I do feel excitement, someone coming in to take control. Yeah, both of you feeling shock, surprise, something sudden. You might just cross paths with someone suddenly. Because someone, and it could be where it's happening, they're putting on the brakes, taking a look. There's excitement. But look at this happiness and joy. This is what it's all about. Could be someone finding out someone's single. It could be as simple as that. Tell me more about the strength down below here. Yeah, so, whoops. Yeah, we have someone taking a little pause, looking at things from a different perspective. Yeah, this is an energy of someone, you know, doing a lot of obsessive thinking. This is someone who needs to get out of their head. But you can see they're analyzing, strategizing, looking at things from a different perspective. Now, it's where two of you may have checked each other out and nothing's happened. You see, and that's what I feel, checking things out. But this is someone who has a change of perspective. And it has to do with letting go of control, but staying in control of their emotions. Now, this could be somebody who may have come across as a little cold. Okay, but it's a person who I feel, because of this energy, seeing things from a different perspective, figuring things out, analyzing the situation, and it has to do with truth. Someone's admitting truth to themselves. See, they're analyzing, did you check this person out? Are you interested? Because that's what it is. There's excitement, the start of something new. But it has to do with this person who's now seeing something clearly. But now they have a different perspective. So they definitely have that energy of taming that beast, self-control. But it has to do with this person feeling confident now. They feel confident. They've been obsessed. They're losing it here. They're excited. They want to get this going. They can't stop thinking. But now they feel confident because of a change of perspective that you will reciprocate. So it has to do with this person speaking truth, seeing the truth within themselves because they're going within. Introspection. Yeah, someone's, you know, it's an energy of someone checking someone out. Introspection. Not saying anything. There it is. Someone choosing their battles. They've been thinking this through. So this is someone who doesn't want someone to get away. It's about going after what they want. Taking control. So they have to take control, but they have to, at the same time, let go of control and just go with the flow. So interesting energy. This is someone who sees things from two perspectives. Yeah, you've got an emperor here. This is somebody here who has mastering the elements of the King of Swords, I feel, and the King of Cups, likely at the same time. But this is generally a person who, I mean, you can see this is someone who chooses their battles. So somebody was choosing, I feel, working a lot, possibly workaholic. This is also someone who's been thinking about this Queen of Cups. I see kindness, compassion, something this person's seeing here. Yeah, and it could be forgiveness because somebody didn't respond. Maybe they chose their battles focusing on work, or they were doing inner work. It could be any of these things. I'm seeing workaholic, but I'm also see someone overindulging, needing to get back control, taking control of their life, okay, choosing their battles. So this is someone who's conquered this. You see that? It's a person who's feeling confident. They feel ready. So interesting. Yeah, it has to do with taking something to the next level. So it's often somebody here who puts on the brakes because they're not quite ready. Now, it could be financial stuff. I do see the workaholic, but I see emotional work too, inner work. Seeing things from a different perspective, feeling really happy, feeling really positive. So really nice. Yeah, this is somebody here, like I say, life path choice decision. Someone's making a life path choice. This is someone who doesn't want someone to get away. Tell me more about this Emperor energy. Yeah, this is someone planning, preparing, hoping for the best. See, they have a different perspective. So this is someone breaking free. They're free from something. And it could be anything, free from work. Workaholic, you know. But it's a person who has a lot of like self-control. This is someone who's feeling confident, planning, preparing, hoping for the best, of victory. So this is someone mastering these energies. They're having this victory, but they're coming into this with a positive energy. Seeing the best. See, the best possible outcome. Yeah, they're hoping. Yeah, you got someone here who's feeling it here. Look at that temperance. Someone taking a step back, seeing things different because now they see things from a different perspective. Yeah, it's an energy of patience, but it's an energy of, you know, it's a healing energy. It's an energy of someone who's some sort of enlightenment this person's going through. They're learning something here. They're learning something about self, I feel, too. But this planning, preparing, hoping for the best, breaking free. See, this is somebody who has probably dated a lot of people, haven't really connected with anyone, or haven't had nothing really long term. So they need to do that inner work. So this person actually inside, this is sometimes a person who keeps a lot of their thoughts to themselves, often can come across as a little cold, and they're seeing that. See, now they see things, putting the shoe on the other foot, how the other person feels. So there's a level of maturity. Nice. This is somebody who's leveling up, but it's about going down this path, connecting. See, two people, planning, preparing, hoping for the best. There's definitely a spark and an attraction. This is someone who's also looking to see if the other person, kind of feels the same. Will they reciprocate? So this is someone who's prepared. They're now prepared. So something happened here where someone wasn't prepared. It was so much happiness and joy, but they weren't prepared for this. Okay? Now they feel prepared. So you've got a person here who's definitely dealing. Yeah, they feel more emotionally prepared. This is someone who's their own anchor, very grounded. They've tamed that beast. So there was a lot of emotional energy. But we have the King and Queen of Cups. But it's about who's going to get this going. They know they need to take the lead. So they're preparing emotionally for whatever happens. You might not reciprocate. Yeah, you're both single. See, this is two people coming together. Now, what's so interesting, whatever it is with this devil, the devil is obsession, like I say, workaholic, drinking too much, overindulging to compensate. Sometimes this is what someone does, but they have self-control. So a very determined person. Okay, so this is somebody who's definitely single. They see someone who's single. The two of you are going to do something together. It's about going to the next level. Yeah, there's a spark, a passion, and definitely a physical attraction. It's like this person just knows. If you've checked each other out, they just know there was that twinkle in the eye, that little spark. Because it's so sudden. This person's like putting on the brakes and they're like, what? They weren't ready. They weren't ready. Tell me more about the Eight of Pentacles. They're ready now. I mean, the spark's there. You can't stop this person. So it's about investing, hoping this pays off, investing emotionally. This is often a person who puts on the brakes when they start things get too emotional. Okay? And that's what I feel is happening. But this person wasn't prepared. They're now ready. And I mean, the spark, the attraction, the wand. I mean, this is someone here who, I mean, it is an energy of someone choosing their battles, looking out for number one first, because we all have to look out for ourselves. Two single people, you see, doing the inner work, focusing on work. Yeah, pretty interesting, but it's about planning, preparing here. This person's preparing. It's about investing emotionally, hoping this pays off. So I feel this is two people coming together. This is someone who sees somebody as the one. They see someone as the one. And I feel it's probably mutual, but we shall see. Because this is someone waiting for someone to reciprocate, ask them out. Now, you've likely already crossed paths at some point. It does look like it, and someone put on the brakes. There was so much excitement, but I feel like it was emotionally overwhelming. Too much, too fast. Okay, so don't share too much information too fast. Okay, because this is beautiful. But it's about taking things step by step. Someone here very attractive, the spark, the attraction, someone who's very determined. Okay, they know what they want. This is someone who knows what they want. Yeah. So it's a person, oh yeah, both people. See the attraction. See, this is where there's that twinkle in the eye where you both just know. This could be the one. But it's about crossing paths, and it's about two people coming together. You both want this. It's about getting together too. But you're going to do this together. Whatever it is here with this obsession, it's both of you. See, obsessing, focused. This could be the one, but someone maybe was at a crossroads in their life. Okay, so it's an energy of dealing with these things, because this is someone choosing their battles. Yeah, really nice. Yep, we have some Capricorn energy, Taurus, Virgo. So this is someone focused on their money. See, workaholic, working a lot, focusing on that first. So it's about preparing. This is two people I feel who were in preparation mode, single people preparing and almost being prepared to be single forever. And then suddenly crossing paths with someone who it's like, what? This can't be true. So you got this person in their head. But they're definitely confident here. I wouldn't be surprised if this is someone trying to figure out what makes someone tick because they can't read somebody and they're kind of obsessed. Yeah, definitely a lot of overthinking. Someone here's temperance is someone getting out of their head. You see, just kind of calming down. But I feel like we have this Queen of Pentacles energy. It's an energy of feeling safe and secure, feeling confident with someone here. Yeah, look at that. So some sort of gathering, get together. Something happened, and I feel this person can't stop thinking about this. And I do think it's a spark. There was an attraction, but someone maybe acted like they weren't interested. So this is often someone who's very independent, often comes across where they're not interested. Doesn't mean they are or aren't. So there's people, some sort of get-together gathering. There's good news. There's some sort of good news here. Someone's finding something out. And they like this. Yeah, look at that. The star. See, it's too good to be true. It couldn't be. So that's what's happening with this person. But because I feel it's two people who are single kind of preparing to be alone. Still feeling somewhat hopeful. But it's an energy of two people focusing on work, doing their inner work. Beautiful, beautiful energy here. And I feel it's about two people being in alignment. See? Being in alignment. There's a spark. This person just knows, but it's too good to be true. Yeah, we've got someone who's very curious. See, it's a person who's learned something. They've talked to people, learning things, wanting to know everything about you. They're very curious. They want to know everything. So this is someone who's been doing all this thinking, strategizing, overanalyzing. So that it is an energy with temperance, someone getting out of their head. So someone who needs to get out of their head and just kind of calm down. Yeah, see, it's excitement, someone attractive. See, the spark is there. This is two people who've been longing for love, two people who want love and have kind of felt like it's never going to happen because this is the Queen of Cups throwing their hands up in the air. Give me something I can work with. Because this is often someone who puts a lot of work and effort into something and then the other person puts on the brakes. You see, give me someone, and it has to do with work. So interesting. Some of you have been focusing on work, the feminine, but you know what you want. So does this person. You're not settling. So this is why all this work. But someone has learned something here, and there's a lot of curiosity. Yeah, King and Queen of Pentacles, you're both curious. You're both, a little aloof or just coming across that you just want to be single. But these are two people who want love, or you just suddenly feel like, no, I'm just going to focus on work, my career, I'm good. And then all of a sudden, it's like two people just colliding here. Yeah, the things you have in common. It's an energy of cooperation, compromise, but it's an energy of compatibility, the common energy. So there's things that need to be acknowledged here. See, it's two people who haven't acknowledged each other, but yet you both are very aware of this. The spark, the attraction. So the fire's lit. There's no way of putting this fire out. Oh no. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, see, emotional fulfillment. Someone putting themselves out there. So I do see some sort of get together and gathering. It looks like someone's planning something. I see hostess with the mostess. Somebody here, or both of you, there's something of plans, preparations, but it's about being ready. This is where two people are ready, where you're now in alignment. But like I say, it's almost too good to be true. So I wouldn't be surprised if both people put on the brakes here and just kind of went, whoa, wait a minute, what the heck is all this, right? Tell me about that tower. It's just where it happens really sudden. And if there's so much happiness, it's overwhelming happiness and joy. So I feel this is something that's going to work out here. I do. And I mean, I feel like this is someone just laying all the cards on the table, looking at things from a different perspective, feeling really happy, feeling positive. King and Queen of Pentacles are two people who look into the future. They plan and prepare for the future. Happy home, happy life. But there's going to be possibly a gathering or get together. Could be a large gathering. You may have crossed paths at some point. Okay, where there's been this constant thinking and obsessing here. You're both crazy about each other. But the thing is all this self-control. You see, trying to stay in control. Let go of control. Let it just happen. You know, you're manifesting this. You're manifesting each other. You both have everything you need to manifest your desires. But who's going to make the move? Who's making the move here? Yeah, see, building the foundation. Oh my gosh, this person's definitely got to make a move. And that's what it's all about. Making a move. This person's going to just, it's like it just comes in out of the blue when you least expect it. But look at this, someone asking you out. I feel like it's just like I say, your paths have probably crossed at a gathering, a wedding, could be at some kind of party or get together, anything. But it's about friends first connecting. Two of you sharing something here. So it's about learning about each other too. Things that are being learned. So I love this. You're both crazy about each other. I'm telling you, you're both, and I do think it's something you have in common. You're probably both workaholics, or you're just crazy about each other. Or maybe both, but it's about someone tempering their passions and emotions, finding that inner balance, taking a step back, seeing things different. See, someone, you're different than their usual type, so it's like it's not what they expected, both of you. I mean, this is an emperor here, so this is someone who's choosing their battles, but they don't want you to get away. You could be the one that got away. You may have already crossed paths. But this is where you're manifesting each other. You both have everything you need. It's all about communicating, getting together. Someone wants to get you alone. They're excited. They want to talk. They want to connect. And it's about connecting on that emotional level. And I do see friends first. But the spark, the fire, the passion is there. So it's an energy of staying in control, not losing control of that passionate energy. Because that's what temperance is, tempering it all. Okay? So interesting energy. I feel we got two people who are just like Looney Tunes for each other here. I'm going to grab a couple of cards. Let's have a look. How is this going to play out? It's going to be someone making a move. It is someone taking the lead, finding the confidence, the strength. Because this is someone with that King of Swords who feels confident of what they see or feel, that you feel the same, that there's interest, and that's what I feel. So it's about investing in this. It's energy of someone too, and seeing it's going to be a lot of work, putting in the effort. Some of you have put a lot of effort into something before, and then the other person put on the brakes. So it's interesting here, and it could be another situation, but there's so much happiness and joy. It's like overwhelming. Yeah, really nice. Yeah, someone here needs to cool their emotions. Aries energy. Now there could be Aries, Leo, Sag, but it's energy of being bold. See, focused, driven, ambitious goals. This is an energy of two people coming together, partnering up. So it's like it's just too good to be true. It's something that you both want. It's about wish fulfillment. Getting something you actually want, and then when you get it, it's like, oh my gosh. So someone needs to cool their emotions. And then we have some new moon in Libra. Know you are loved. See, it's an energy of knowing. So some of you, someone you already know that someone has feelings, okay? Or if you don't, it's going to be known. Because I'm seeing balance here, Libra. Somebody who's been in their head doing a lot of thinking and analyzing about the future. Yeah. It's about two people revealing their innermost selves. Not too much too fast so it's overwhelming, so someone doesn't put on the brakes. Let go of control. Yeah, so we have a little new moon in Virgo energy, so it's a little soul searching. It's just kind of going within, looking at things from a different perspective, putting the shoe on the other foot. Trust in all will be well. So very nice. It's trusting in the process. Okay, trusting in the process. Yeah, someone's releasing some blocks with Scorpio energy, and it could be because someone ended a relationship. So it's sort of like jumping from the frying pan into the fire. Okay, but it's just like so overwhelmingly wonderful. It's like a whole new life. But someone's letting go of blocks, releasing things that no longer serve. Both people letting go of control, releasing blocks from the past. Someone taking a little pause here, see, clearing the mind, a little Gemini energy. Someone clearing their mind, clearing things out, taking a pause. So it's all about gaining clarity and insight. Yeah, pretty nice. And then we have See, there it is, some more Scorpio energy. This is about going within, going deep. See, there's definitely deep feelings, deep emotions. But like I say, if things start getting too deep, too heavy, often someone puts on the brakes and gets into their head. So it's really about trusting in the process. Just go with the flow, let it flow, and see what happens. I feel there's a spark, attraction. I mean, that fire's lit. You're not going to be able to put that out too easy. And I feel it's just two people who've crossed paths, and it's like recognizing that there's an attraction, but not doing anything about it. Someone's going to do something about it. See, it's about doing things together, doing something about this too. This person's going to do this. They're going to take control because they now feel confident. You see, they feel confident they're making the right choice. Yeah, so it's letting someone find that confidence within themselves. That's what it's all about. Let me just pull out one more card here. Yeah, putting on the brakes, taking another look. See, happiness and joy, emotional fulfillment. Someone's seeing the bigger picture. You see? So it's about a little bit of a reality check, seeing the bigger picture. This is someone who has goals, ambitions, where they see themselves in the future. But it's about letting go of that control. But I mean, it's so weird because it's like someone has to take the lead. So it's like swooping in out of control. And then it becomes overwhelming. So both of you have mutual energies. Both of you have this energy of letting go of control. It's like you really want this to happen. Just let it evolve. Let it evolve. Yeah, I see a little time in between, calming down. I do see someone taking lessons they learned from the past. Little time in between, letting things calm down. So some of you, you've crossed paths with this person. And now there's this time in between. So it's all about calm, moving into calmer water. So someone's left something behind here. It's about being ready for new. And I feel it's what happened. Someone wasn't quite ready. Now they're feeling a little more ready. Why? Because it's letting go of control. It's two people being in control of their own lives, used to doing their own things, single, often, right? Two people who kind of, well, I guess I'm just going to be single, throw my hands up in the air. This is too much work. It's not worth it. I'm better off by myself. And then all of a sudden you connect, and it's fast and fiery. But I see communication coming in. I do see someone a little time in between, someone maybe traveling, going somewhere. For some of you, this could be a long distance situation. But it's about two people learning about each other. Someone here is still at curious mode. There's still things they want to know. So it's an energy of going deep. So taking time to get to know each other, moving forward calmly and peacefully. So someone here is making peace with their past too. See, it's about leaving that past behind, taking the lessons learned. So I feel we've got two people who are actually accomplishing this. Really nice. But I see somebody, oh yeah, see, someone here is definitely, I mean, it's just, it's an energy of feeling mutual, two people feeling mutual, but it's not completely spoken because someone's still in the Page of Swords energy, keeping something to themselves. See, not saying too much, but they're still learning. I mean, it's a curiosity, being curious. It's a good thing. But yeah, someone here feels a little more ready than the other to go further. But I feel it's just saying, I mean, this is an energy of someone following their heart, following their dreams, everything they could ever want. And I feel the feelings are mutual there. But I also see mutual friends getting together. Does this someone fit with my friends, my family? I mean, the King and Queen of Pentacles are the power couple. This is the two people who work together, play together, stay together. This is someone who wants what other people have. But someone has to deal with something from the past here, making peace with the past. Probably both of you, leaving it behind, leaving it there, and just kind of moving forward together. Yeah, this is really, really nice energy. I mean, the star is about hopes and dreams, desire. It is also a healing. Yeah, see, it's about someone reaching out. So this is someone going to test the water. They're going to reach out and say something. Yeah, see, and they might say it to someone else. It could be relayed, but it's about some sort of opportunity to get together. There's going to be some kind of get together here. And I do feel happy news, very positive news, sharing positive news. So it's an energy of someone who has this sense of hope, feeling like there's hope. because they're hearing something that this, it's like I say, things calming down. Someone wants to get to know someone. I mean, it could be people getting reacquainted because there's been so much time in between. So it's very possible. But look at this reciprocity. Someone's going to reach out to test to see if the other person reciprocates. And I feel there's been good news about this. Very positive. I feel this is an energy where this is leading to getting together, meeting friends and family. Some of you, it's taken things to the next level. Really nice. See the confidence. But someone is portraying self-control. Taming that beast within themselves, which is letting go of control, letting somebody navigate, chart the course on their own path. Everyone's on their own path, but it's when you come together, when you're in alignment. And that's what I feel is happening. So yeah, we got a person who's definitely feeling the love. They've gone deep within their feelings. Someone with good morals, values, lifestyle, but there's going to be some adjustments. Because it's somebody who's very, King of Swords is very disciplined, a lot of self-discipline. Okay? Someone who works a lot. I'm seeing a couple people who work a lot, but I do feel there's this energy of both of you crazy about each other. I mean, the spark's there, the look, the twinkle in the eye, everything's there. But it's making sure you're on the same page, that you're able to communicate these things. So yeah, it actually looks, see, two people. This is somebody, just like I say, good morals, values, someone who's kind, compassionate. Now, there could be a sense of forgiveness for some of you here, but it's just someone going to express themselves, their deep feelings and emotions. Everybody goes about it in a different way. But I see adjustments, lifestyle adjustments will likely be required here, making sure that you both understand each other, and I do see some sort of an agreement between you. Yeah, see, just kind of going with the flow, taking time, just calm. So, yeah, but I mean, this isn't one of those energies where it's just undeniable. I mean, it's just two people who have a spark attraction. You're both very passionate, creative. You have things in common. It's just too good to be true. So if somebody puts on the brakes, let go of control, okay? But I feel this person here knows they need to take control, because I do feel someone doesn't want someone to get away. But it's an agreement between the two of you, yeah, to be calm, to be patient. Okay, being patient with each other. Yeah, so it's a little bit of a test. See, it's about making sure both people are ready. Somebody might be ready sooner than the other person. That doesn't mean you have to go your separate ways. It's about giving each other the space when it's needed. Especially people who've been single a long time often need space. So interesting. Yeah, really nice energy. I really like this. I feel like this is just one of those situations. I've been seeing so much of this, of people being in alignment. Now, this is often karmic energy too, releasing karmic patterns, habits. Someone here is going through some lifestyle structures, changes. Okay? And that's what I feel. There's going to be some adjustments, and the adjustment is cooperating and compromising by letting go of control. But it's about doing it together. So some of you, you're going to come together. You're going to go through a healing together, whether it has to do with the two of you and a history that you have, or it's just two people getting to know each other, because someone's curious about someone's life, their history. They want to know everything, you see? Someone who's making sure someone fits with their friends and family, they get along. But I feel there's going to be, this is someone testing the water, a little test to see if you reciprocate. So I would have to say with this energy, yep. One more card and we'll wrap this up. See, embracing the flow, going with the flow, embracing this opportunity, this time. This is a special time when you start something new. Don't rush through that special time of learning and getting to know each other. Just like that's what it's trying to say. Embrace the flow of life. Two of you, see, meeting of the minds, talking, communicating, being able to face each other, you see, and connect. So it's all about just living in that moment, being able to enjoy this special time by not rushing or not overwhelming. Someone might deal with their emotional energy different, get a little overwhelmed. They could be busy, 8 of Wands, someone who has a lot going on, you see. So I definitely feel structural changes here. Someone here is reflecting on their priorities, Aquarius energy. So it's all about prioritizing. Someone has to, and it's also about someone making someone a priority, but also someone having to deal with priorities in their life first before they can come into this the right way with a harmony. See, it's all about harmony and balance. I really love this energy. I feel like this is just very sensible, practical, planning, preparing ahead, being ready. So sometimes you plan and prepare, you think you got it all under control, then all of a sudden you connect with someone and it's like, oh no. I love this. It's beautiful, but it's too good to be true. But priorities. And I do feel it's an energy of two people prioritizing each other, but taking care of their priorities first. And then just go with the flow and see where it goes. You know, it's an energy of being real, being realistic. But it's also recognizing there's something very real here. Okay, so let those fears dissolve. This is often someone who keeps everything to themselves with that moon energy. Okay, someone may have some Cancer in their chart, but it's letting those fears dissolve. But often with Cancer, it's sometimes people who hold everything in. They hold it all in, self-control. Okay, and often can get into a little bit of a mood where you may feel something's a little off. Let this person have their space. Okay, because once you learn that, you learn these things about each other, it's an energy of once you understand these things with each other, things start to flow nicely. Again, there it is, letting go of control. Yeah, just, I mean, it's all here. I feel this is very much a lesson kind of reading. Spirit wants people to know this who are starting something new. Okay, or you've crossed paths with this person and there's some kind of history here. Okay, but it's an energy of committing to the path together, some sort of an agreement. Nobody controls anybody. You do everything together. You talk and discuss everything before you move forward. So interesting. Take care, and we'll see you soon.